Hello, everyone, and welcome to what will be a new series that we're going to be doing here at the Silphco Draft Association. My name is Spades. I'm joined by fellow staff members in Julian, who is not responding to me. Unlucky.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to respond.
Well, whenever I give you your cue, you can respond next time.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Editor,
And
cut
then
this out.
and then we also have newly purpled, excuse me, staff member ND.
Good to meet y'all.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. We also have a new server mascot, as you've now seen on the left side of my screen. This is Julian's cat, who he can speak more to if he wants to.
No.
No, okay. Other than that, he
I
is
speak
adorable. So, anyway,
Adorable too.
anyways, we'll be doing the top moments of the week one for season 13. Just want to give a little disclaimer. This is not the final form of these. We will continue to add and make these better, but for right now, we wanted to highlight some moments that were really cool from all of the divisions that we could. There is no Premier Ball replays yet because I didn't ask for permission to use the YouTube videos, so I will do that soon. But the Showdown ones, you guys have no power over these. These are ours now, so sorry. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down the line from Ultra down to Beast Ball. Two replays from each, and then one game of Beast Ball, so it should be interesting in that sense. We will start with Ultra Ball. Julian, take it away.
We have the match of JP versus JK Gold. It was game one. You can already start because it takes a bit anyway, so I can talk over. Sosu Luna, I believe Sword Stance here, and then just gets KO after KO. I forgot how long this took with the population bombs. But after the Mudsdale goes down here, the Rotom will come in and all the partners of the Ursaluna get KO'd. And with the Terra Dragon, it just resists everything Ursaluna throws at it. So even though Ursaluna killed everything else, it didn't come to another game after that because it's just 100% walled by the Rotom. You can speed it up a little bit, maybe.
I mean, no, I think we get the point now. Everything
Okay.
dies, and then it's just
Mhm.
Rotom versus Ursaluna.
Yeah.
The Terra Ghost and
And
Levitate
just over.
means Ursaluna with no coverage cannot hit it. So,
So yeah. Just with that one set, just completely shuts off Ursaluna coming to another game and
Perfect
securing the
prep.
win for JK Gold.
yep, I
Fantastic prep.
think that was a 2-1 to JK Gold, if I remember correctly.
Yes, correct.
All
Mhm.
right. Next up,
We've got Aid versus Fresh Veggies. That was
Popopo.
PB Popo. So, he was on the back foot after game one, if I remember correctly. I believe he was down 1-2, or actually, I think I was messing my replays up. Either way, we've got Azumarill and Sinistra facing off versus Metacham and Talonflame. And what does everyone expect Azu to do? Azu's going to do what Azu does. Azu's going to belly drum. Rage Powder, taunt from the Metacham means no more redirection for next turn, and Azu has clicked belly drum. However, it doesn't look very safe. Sinistra getting taunted is a pretty big deal, so wait out the turn. Sees that Azu's getting targeted, and what does Azu do? It just gets out. That's it. Who else in here has actually swapped out their +6 Azu? Aquajet felt like it would be pretty good, but I guess that I decided at the end of this that Pippi Popa decided that you didn't need +6 belly drum. Just Azu can just do the work on its own. Why not? That body press from Como was the last KO that Pippi Popo will get with any other Mon except for Azu for the remainder of this match. Azu completely cleans up the rest of the games, mostly from chip damage, but Azu goes 7-0 between this game and game number 3, securing it the top spot on the kill leaderboard for Ultra in week 1.
Yeah, we'll just watch Azu claim all the lives. But how many people have swapped out a +6 Azu and not attacked with it? It was just protected, then swap out, but it was the perfect play to set up this end game of Azumarill. So we're going to watch Azumarill claim all the lives. And that was a 2-1 to P-Po-Po-Po. So very nicely done. All right. For Great Ball, we have Speedy versus Sweet Foe as we watch this one here. And most common prep for Mouse Hold typically means Rocky Helmet. And in this spot, the Grafaiai has the Rocky Helmet. But the mouse isn't going to target it. So what do? We give the Garganackle with Switcheroo the Rocky Helmet, a target the Mousehold was going to hit, and then watch the Mousehold kill itself. So it's another layer to this Rocky Helmet prep, which I think is pretty cool, because once you find that item, then you don't attack it with the Mousehold, but why not just give it to something else? So very, very cool moment. Speedy does unfortunately lose this game, but it was very cool to see an easy kill for Garganackle. You guys got anything else?
Nope, that's pretty cool. That was my first time seeing that one.
It was really cool watching it live.
All right.
Very creative prep.
Oh, you can describe this
So
one.
that's the next Great Ball match. It was game 2. Game 1, Radical. Wait, am I mixing up my games?
No, this is Radical.
Yeah, Radical also won, mostly because he set up Trick Room multiple times and just swept with his Ursaluna, and I think Gastrodon it was game 1. I'm not sure. So the opposing Virdia of JF Warriors has imprisoned and Trick Room to prevent the Trick Room of getting up. But Radical came with some nice prep for this, which you will see in a second here. The Ursaluna just draws it out before the Trick Room gets set up. It was beautiful. But the Virdia set was actually really cool because it had also a facade that it imprisoned for the Ursaluna to just not be able to click normal type moves again. And since it's Terra Flying, it also just completely walls out the Ursaluna stab moves. It didn't work out though. Radical won 2-0 in the end with that beautiful raw play.
All right. Next up, we had Genetic Ivy versus Kriegs, and here we see a Venusaur at its best. Decided to pick Shiny Venusaur, which is, I understand it. It's a pretty good pick. But this is going into, I believe, is this game 1 or game 2, Spades?
Game 2.
Game 2. Game 1, Venusaur already did a little bit of sweeping, and Venusaur is just going at it again. Terrifier, Weather Ball does a lot of damage. Torkoal doing its best work, calling out. Well, that's not really calling out the Terror. Rock type already, but I don't think that there's anything that in this position is going to stop a Venusaur. And now you've got to deal with both Venusaur and Charizard, until I guess you don't. Covert Cloak now gets revealed. Somehow didn't get revealed in game 1, which means that's another free KO. So that was 1, 2, 3, and all that's left is a Salamence. I mean, Sun is just scary. Rock Slide does nothing. Venusaur is fat. And one more helping hand, Weather Ball will just finish the game. Or Sludge Bomb. That works too. Honestly, Weather Ball is killing from that position either way, so just a dominant performance from a Venusaur.
All right. I get the pleasure of doing this next one because it's Porg Boy versus Mr. Garden Hose, or Garden as you all know. So we are deep into game 3 here with Trick Room being up, so Ursaluna being the slowest thing, but with the light screen up and Vaporeon being naturally bulky, Garden looks to be in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, some things don't necessarily work as they should. And we get to see the 3 favorite words of everyone. or 2 words in this case, critical hit. As the critical hit has allowed Porgboy to build the momentum, get some more damage off with the Ursaluna, and take this set 2-1.
Next game, we're in Safari Ball. It's game 3 between Polar and Nizuro. So, can you start? It's in game 1. In turn 1. What we're about
It's
to
game
see.
3, actually.
Turn 1. Sorry, I meant turn 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, this game was a lot about trick rooms, and we have a beautiful turn 1, switching in the Rhyperior, and mud-shotting it, lowering its accuracy, and proccing the weakness policy. Now it's the fastest thing and just gets a kill. And then does half to Porygon 2, which is a lot of damage. Sadly, it misses its next high horsepower and just dies, but still, that was a really nice play and prep. Was fun to watch. But yeah, giving yourself an accuracy drop is always really scary to see. And Nizuru loses the game after that, I believe.
Next up, also still in Safari. Was this one mine? Yeah, also still in Safari. We have got Zach versus Knife Front, and the position of this game, Zach is in a terrible matchup. Probably one of the worst that we've seen in Safari this week. And Zach knows that all he needs to do is set up Trick Room, and that's his way into this game, and that's a flinch. And that's the game. There is nothing else to it.
I will add, there was a
that was
covert
all of
cloak
Zach's
that was
prep
knocked
was
off.
trying to get the Trick Room up, and it just did not happen. So we see one rock slide flinch. Where there's a rock slide, there's a way, and that rock slide secured the game on the spot for Knife Front in this game. We get to see Alolan Marowak try to bring it back, but without the Trick Room, without the speed advantage, there's not a lot else to be done. Weavile turned into a Weavile, and don't forget, this is all Safari Ball, so there's no Terra, so Weavile is an absolute menace for Zach's team in general, with super effective coverage into Marowak and Garchomp and Rotom. And it remains really hard to slow down, even with something like Gyarados. So, where there's a flinch, there's a way.
Yeah.
That might have been the best knockoff I've ever seen.
Removing the covert cloak to then flinch with rock slide was pretty funny. And then, alas, we have a whole Beast Ball game. Now, if you're assuming that we're watching a whole Beast Ball game, you probably understand what's about to happen. This is Lord Arcanum versus Dopoko. And, well, let me speed this up as it's kind of redundant. But this Xerneas here does what Xerneas does and clicks Geomancy, but this time it's behind a substitute and with an ingrain. And it just picks up KO after KO. Everyone in VGC loved Xerneas. I can see now that singles also love Xerneas. It's a cool mon other than one move.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that the only fairy resist is a Blacephalon, which has no defenses.
Yeah. Oh, Smeargle had
That's a
Sash
Pokemon that
though.
Oh.
All the hazards, but one deer takes it all, so...
Not even a single switch happened on that side.
Yeah. Anyways, that concludes the top moments of the week. We have some honorable mentions, of course, I guess. So, Premier Ball, we had the Vaporeon come back from a 1v4. They'd love to show some Premier Ball games, but we'll do that hopefully in the weeks to come. So that's the one to call out there. And then,
if you want to watch that game, check out Jay Jingle's YouTube channel. It was kind of insane. It was a very good match. One of my favorite I've watched in VGC in a very long time.
absolutely.
That takes a while, so you might want to speed it up, maybe. If you
Honestly,
get
not
the
a bad
Vaporeon
video.
part.
30, 35 minutes. Throw it on.
Well, I guess it's just that game. That takes
That's
a
true.
while.
You know it's coming, though. So you get to skip the middle half of the video.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to check out all the Premier content that gets posted. As always, it's the best division, so you need to treat it as such. no bias. So the plan for the rest of the way, we're going to try to do some weekly MVPs. So if you have any suggestions for who the MVP of the weeks are, let us know. Yeah, we'll keep watching games, keep doing cool stuff. You guys got any closing remarks?
Shoutouts to almost all the games being finished before Monday, which is really nice. Just
Yeah,
Premier Ball lagging a bit behind.
All of the all of the Showdown VGC divisions had their games finished by the end of Saturday, with the exception of one Pokeball game. So,
Incredible.
Very efficient week 1. Let's keep that good scheduling going. Hopefully, y'all can give us some good MVPs for next week, some more good matches to watch.
Yeah, that's
all
we got.
for me.
Well,
that's all we got.
Hope you enjoy and stick around for part 2 next week, or week 2 rather.